Hey and welcome, Miss Kira Speaks. Before we get started, I ask that you watch the videos till the end, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We're here for another one of my watch lists, you guys. Now, as you know, my watch list typically consists of TV, streaming, and film, old, new, and in between. Some I've watched before and some I'm currently watching. I will give you my mostly spoiler-free breakdown of 2 or more shows with some additional recommendations. I just want to say welcome to any newcomers. I hope that you'll subscribe, share with a friend, and return for future content. To my subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate you. How has everyone's weekend been going? Now, for your girl, they tried to hold me hostage, figuratively speaking, when I went to go get my car fixed this weekend. It was just a little roller coaster, but it ended up being a pretty good weekend, I must say. Now, you know I like to keep you guys updated, so if you watch my November release watch list and you were interested in watching She Said, that's now available on Peacock, and also Devotion is available on Paramount Plus. So let's get started with our January releases list. First up is Kaleidoscope, our limited heist series released on Netflix on the 1st of the month. It's rated TVMA, it's 8 episodes, and they're about 30 minutes to a little under an hour each. A master thief and his crew attempt an epic heist worth $7 billion, but betrayal, greed, and other threats undermine their plans. This heist series stars Giancarlo Esposito, and Netflix, they want to switch it up on you a little bit. So you can switch it up and watch in any order that you want, but Netflix wants you to watch White, which is the heist episode, last. Now, they've pre-selected the watch order for each individual, like mine was pre-selected, but you can also go in there and watch in whatever order you choose. Though I can have some control issues, the first go round, I did watch it in the random order, and it did kind of keep me interested, I must say. It is similar to other heist movies, but I still recommend that you give this one a watch. And I may post the order that I got on my community tab in the future, so stay tuned. Next up is Megan, our horror sci-fi movie released in theaters on January 6th, rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 42 minutes. Gemma is a brilliant roboticist that creates Megan. When she becomes the unexpected caretaker of her 8-year-old niece, Katie, she decides to give her a Megan prototype, a decision that leads to imaginable consequences. This is a Blumhouse production, and if you know me, you know that I'm not really into horror. This one was initially giving me those Chucky vibes, but with a PG-13 rating, I don't know. Now, I don't plan to get to see this one in the theaters, but when it comes out to streaming, I will definitely give it a watch. Have you guys seen Megan, or do you plan to see it? Drop that in the comments and let me know. Next up is How I Caught My Killer. It's a docuseries on Hulu released on January 12th. It's rated TVMA and it's 9 episodes with a runtime of about 45 minutes each. The real life stories behind unique homicide cases with in-depth interviews, authentic archival material, and cinematic recreations, all packaged together into a fresh spin on the genre. I do love true crime and documentary series, so this one captured my interest. These are big news stories, and so they can be a little heavy, so I watch them 1 episode at a time. No binge for me with this one, but if you're interested in docs and true crimes, I recommend that you check this one out. Next up is Velma, an animated mystery series on HBO Max, released on January 12th, is rated TVMA, and has a runtime of 25 minutes each episode. And they're going to give us 10 episodes for this season. This is the origin of the sleuth and member of the Mystery Incorporated gang, Velma. This one stars Mindy Kaling as Velma. And if you're into Scooby-Doo, this one just may be for you. Fair warning, and I'm sure you could tell by the rating, this one is not for your kids. Definitely giving us adult animated series, and it's a lot, like, yikes. I mean, you got language, I'll let you be the judge. Next up is House Party, released in theaters on January 13th. This comedy is rated R and has a runtime of 1 hour and 41 minutes. Aspiring club promoters and friends, Damon and Kevin, are down on their luck and looking for a way to make their problems go away. They soon decide to host the party of the year at an exclusive mansion, which just happens to belong to none other than the NBA superstar LeBron James. What could go wrong? Plenty. This is a remake of the 1990s classic with producer credit and an appearance by Mr. LeBron James himself. Jacob Lattimore stars as Kevin, and we also have appearances by DC Young Fly, Kid Cudi, Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, and more. I saw so many names I recognized when I looked up this film, but then I also thought, will it be enough to save this movie? I am a House Party fan and also quite reluctant when it comes to reboots. Even having seen the trailers, your girl is still just a little bit nervous. Do you guys plan to check this one out? Drop that in the comments and let me know. Next up is The Last of Us, a drama series on HBO Max released on January 15th. I forgot to put what the rating is. It's probably TVMA or maybe TV 14. I'll update it on the screen when I look it up. It's 9 episodes. The first episode was 1 hour and 20 minutes, but I believe the following episodes will be around 50 minutes or so each. Joel and Ellie, a pair connected through the harshness of the world that they live in, are forced to endure brutal circumstances and ruthless killers on a trek across a post-outbreak America. Now, this one is based on a popular video game, and I'm not really into video games myself, and I asked my son, but he's only 14, so he wasn't really familiar with it as a video game. I've heard so many good things about it, though, that I may just have to go give it a watch myself. Get down in the comments and let me know if you've seen this and what you thought. Next up is Missing, our mystery drama movie released in theaters on January 20th. It's rated PG-13 and has a runtime of 1 hour and 51 minutes. When her mother disappears while on vacation in Colombia with her new boyfriend, June's search for answers is hindered by red tape. Stuck miles away, June gets creative with technology at her fingertips to find her before it's too late. But the more she digs, the more questions than answers arise. This standalone sequel stars Nia Long and Storm Reed. And social media has been bombarding us with promotions and trailers and everything else for this one. Not quite sure if I'll get to see it in theaters, but I'm definitely interested in giving it a watch. Next up is Truth Be Told, our crime series on Apple TV. Season 3 released on January 20th. It's rated TVMA. Season 1 gave us 8 episodes, Season 2 was 10, and Season 3 is slated to give us another 10 episodes. The runtime is about 45 minutes each episode, and the episodes will be releasing weekly. The murder case that propelled a true crime podcaster to nationwide fame comes back to haunt her when new evidence arises that suggests her original suspect may have been wrongfully convicted. That was a summary for Season 1, and this show just got on my radar just before Season 3. So I quickly watched both seasons so I could be all caught up before Season 3 dropped. It stars Octavia Spencer, and it also features Michael Beach, Mekhi Phifer, and Ron Cephas Jones. And I can't forget about our good girl Tammy Roman, because Miss Roman is working, okay? And it's kind of an anthology series, but it's not. It focuses on Poppy Parnell, who is the podcaster played by Octavia, her life and one case each season. Season 1 featured Aaron Paul as a main character, and season 2 featured Kate Hudson. Both seasons, I was changing my mind like, he did it. No, she did it. No. All the way to the end as to who the culprit actually was. It held my interest and I got through it pretty quickly. Season 3 features Gabrielle Union, and I am ready to dive in. I have already watched episode 1, I will admit, and I don't know if I want to hold back on watching the rest of it so I can binge the series, because that's how I watch seasons 1 and season 2. I binged through season 1 and then I binged through season 2, and now we're at season 3 with weekly episodes. I don't know. Like I said, your girl might have to just wait and binge and see. Have you guys watched Truth Be Told? Next up is Fear. Our horror movie releases in theaters on January 27th. It's rated R and will have a runtime of 1 hour and 25 minutes. A group of friends gather for a much needed weekend getaway at a remote historic hotel. Celebration turns into horror as one by one, each guest faces their worst fear. It stars Joseph Sikora, T.I., and Terrence J. And yeah, nope, not I. The trailer for this one was crazy. This one is for the horror fans, and I will leave it to y'all. Last up is You People. Our comedy romance movie also releases on January 27th on Netflix. It's rated R and has a runtime of 1 hour and 57 minutes. A new couple and their families reckon with modern love amid cultural clashes, societal expectations, and generational differences. Directed by Kenya Barris, it stars Lauren London, Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy, and Nia Long. Looks like quite the interesting setup. Not quite a fan of Jonah Hill, but I do like Lauren London and I love Eddie and Nia. And since it's going to be on Netflix, I will definitely give it a try. I have 2 honorable mentions for you good folks. Night Court, the reboot, is on NBC and also on Peacock. It released on January 17th. And The 1619 Project, a 6-part docuseries on Hulu, releases on January 26th. It's an expansion of Nicole Hannah-Jones' book by the same name. And this comes right on time as we kick off Black History Month just a few days later. Now, I also had Angel, which is a drama series that released on January 5th on BET Plus on the list. It's about Angel Alvarez, who escapes an abusive foster parent and is forced into a life of crime to survive on the streets. It features MC Lyte, Saya, and Elise Neal. And MC Lyte is initially what drew me in, but it was only 3 episodes, so yeah. I wasn't trying to make this January release list too long, so with the exception of Truth Be Told, I put all the series that are returning this month on my community tab a few weeks back. So if you head on over there and click on the tab, you can go ahead and check out that list. What movie or series were you looking forward to this month? Drop down in the comments and let me know, or just let me know that you stopped by. I am hard at work on these watch lists for Black History Month, so stay tuned. In the meantime, if you are looking for more, please feel free to check out some of my other watch lists or content. Keep those notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.